Racers, start your engines. Introducing the Ramen Racer from Ramen Toy. The base model Tiger Orange comes equipped with the dedicated front push bar, tan interior, and classic rims, finished with an injected semi-gloss orange and electroplated chrome accents for maximum durability and premium shine. The base model Tiger Orange comes with everything you see here. The base model Graphite Black features a black interior and modern chrome rims, finished with an injected semi-gloss black and electroplated chrome accents. The base model Graphite Black comes with everything you see here. The interchange pack, compatible with both base models, includes 2 alternate hoods for version FF, GR, and BL, the electroplated chrome supercharger for version FF and GR, rear taillights for version BL, front grille for version FF, and electroplated chrome rims for version BL. To transform the base model into version BL, simply remove the magnetic center front grille piece, then swap the hood, rims, and taillights with the ones included in the interchange pack. To transform the base model into version FF using the interchange pack, simply swap the hood and magnetic front grille, then top it off with the magnetic electroplated supercharger. To transform the base model into version GR, simply swap the hood and add on the magnetic electroplated supercharger included in the interchange pack, and you're ready to roll. Compatible with both base models, the Inferno pack includes 5 color-injected clear flames with individually powered light-up features, 4 self-balancing wheel flames that allow the car to roll while staying in place, and 1 flame effect for the supercharger. This is Ramen Racer.
Welcome, and thank you so much. That is an introduction made by our marketing guy, Michael Canova. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Are you hearing me okay? Thank you for joining another Ramen Toy live stream. And how's everybody doing today? It's me, Ace, once again at the controls. And I'd like to say hello to some of the people who are in the chat. Robert, who's in the background, to help me with the control. So could you let me see who is in the house, and I can say hello to our friend Starkiller Base. Welcome to the stream. All right, good morning. And so let's roll and flash the comment and see who is in the stream, guys. Let's see. Come on, let's go. All right. Okay, so maybe it's having some. Okay, there we go. X is in the stream. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, guys. And I see some familiar people like Kato's collection. Yes, Kato, welcome to support this stream. We see some laser pens as well. We see action figure captures. Yeah, so everybody's in the house. Thank you so much for joining. Well, today's stream, guys, is to basically catch up on what has happened in the past 5 days, right? Since Sunday, we launched the Ramen Racer on the 9th of April. And it's been fast and furious. We are overwhelmed with the support. Really, truly appreciative. Really, guys, you are helping to make this project be a success. Shout out also to Articulate Ninja, who has posted a video this morning, which says it all. All right. So yeah, the project has got off to a flying start. We couldn't be more happy, and we have to thank each and every one of you who is making this project very possible. And this stream, as we have sort of announced in the thumbnail, to see if we have actually hit 1,000 units sold. Yes, we did. All right. So yeah, we have achieved 1,000 units sold, but let's not get that confused with the offer for the hit, the flame hit, right? That offer is meant to be for the first 1,000 customers who buys directly from a Ramen Toy. Okay, so that particular category is still not filled because some of you have actually purchased 2, some of you have purchased 3 cars. I think one or two of you have purchased actually 4 cars. So thank you so very much. So if all those numbers combined, we have reached 1,016 units to date, and the race, or rather the slots for the first 1,000 customers, is still definitely available. We are looking at getting the exact numbers, but around the ballpark, we're about maybe 700-ish customers directly buying from us, and that's a great deal. We really, really appreciate it. It's so, my goodness, we're so thankful. All right, and yeah, so that means there's about 300 more slots that the flame hit is applicable. All right, and we will definitely come and give you guys the final analysis when we reach 1,000 customers. But of course, this stream is also to help push this campaign even further. All right. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead to just tell you guys what we have planned. All right. So we've gotten 1,000. All right. I'm basically kind of startled because I just can't believe the support that we're getting. Really, we appreciate it so much. All right. And to help us see if we can hit the MOQ that we have placed at the factory, which is 2,000 units. Of course, 2,000 units would be a combination of orders from BBTS and orders from our retail partners in UK, Australia, Malaysia, EU, Germany, all over the place. We got resale support. We will get there, right? We're confident of getting there, but we're trying to give more back to the community. So if we can get the direct ramen sale at 175, there's still plenty of days left to the 9th of May. All right. If we can get ourselves to 2,000 units, we are going to give this to you guys. All right. What is this? Okay. Remember how the topic about having a rechargeable battery in the trunk? This is meant to be in the trunk. All right. This is an ammo crate, sort of a sculpt, where you can actually open the lid of the ammo crate. The bottom, unfortunately, will be hollow because you need to cap over the rechargeable batteries. All right. And it will be included with the car should we hit 2,000 units of the Ramen Racer. But that's not all, my friends. If we hit 2,000 units, not only are we going to give you guys the ammo crate, which you can actually take out and then put it as your diorama for other stuff, right? It's an ammo crate looking item. It has an opening lid. There is hollow below because it needs to encase and cover over the battery. But if you can use your imagination, you can actually use it to your advantage for your figure displays. But that is what we're going to be giving you for 2,000 units. And many of you guys have asked for the translucent tires. All right. So if we get to 2,000 units sold, we are going to provide the translucent tires along with the Flame Effects Inferno pack. All right. So that is what we have for the next level. Okay. But of course, the stream also mentions about telling you guys what other features, right, that we are so-called unlocking. So when I was talking about the unlocking, is basically telling you that once we got that live stream going on May the 9th, wrong, on April the 9th, uh, I went back to the factory the next following morning, and we went to talk about how we're going to be, putting that USB port at the back side underneath of the car on the left. We're going to keep the USB at the fuel cap, right? And then now we are going to include both ports as usable. So initially the idea was just to, okay, let's move the USB port to the back of the car, but we will make the gas cap to be a dummy port, so you can put it there if you want to simulate like it's charging, right? But wait a minute, some of you guys actually thought that that was a good idea, right? That you can actually put that plug into the fuel cap and leave it on as your power supply. So if we were to put that as a dummy, then those of you who like that idea can't perform that function. So it's going to be dual ports. You can plug it into the fuel cap, it's going to charge. You can plug it behind the car, it's going to, wrong, not charge, it's going to power up the car. All right. So there's no charging with the USB C cable, but it's going to be full power on. So you can plug it onto the fuel cap once again. Or if you don't like it, you can plug it at the back of the car. Two options, two outlets to power your Ramen Racer. How about that? All right. Do I see some comments? Do I see get the applause going? So Robert, do you get any comments so far in the stream that I need to attend to? Is there anything that is well, we got 133 people in the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I heard that some of you guys are actually working on this Friday afternoon. My apologies. I came back from the factory just literally like 30 minutes ago, got onto the StreamYard, put up the slides, and we got to get this done with because tomorrow morning I got more stuff to do. So I thought that it's timely to just come today because we've hit 1,000, right? So today's live stream at this time. Hey, Rob Donbra, thank you so much. Rob does great photography. Follow him on Instagram. Yeah, great stuff. And yeah, so basically, I've not stopped working ever since I got the Ramen Racer prototype. Jeff W, he has bought three, right? Two black, one orange, and three upgrades. That means you're getting 3 hits, right? For 3 Ramen Racers. All right, those hits will be limited. It will be a limited run for especially for you guys, the first 1,000 customers that buys direct. Okay, so yeah, getting along. Let me just jump a little bit onto the features that I was talking about. All right, so I'm just going to share this slide over here. Okay, so can you guys see that on the screen? Okay, so the new improvements you are getting, there'll be no version this and version that. Everybody is getting the same thing. All right, every Ramen Racer will be having improved seats. What is improved? Okay, the surface texture will depict a leather feel. That is the etching that we talked about. All right, but because if you've seen the prototype, you might have noticed that, hey, the seats look a little bit thin, looks a little bit low. There's no neck headrest. So yeah, we're going to be adjusting the sculpt of that to have a higher profile for the headrest and an increased thickness of the backrest so that it looks better versus now it's looking a little bit too thin. And the reason why we were going a bit too thin was because we were trying to fit figures in the back of the car, and the engineer got a bit too overzealous by scraping away materials of the original sculpt. So we're going to put it back. All right, you're going to have a nice thicker backrest and a higher profile of the seat that sort of almost covers to the headrest. So what you did not see on the prototype, you're getting in the final product. All right. Number 2, individual wheel suspension. That's already been mentioned earlier on. what it means is that when you were seeing me rolling the ramen racer on the table on the live stream the last time, you can see that it's just rolling horizontally, right? But now, if you just add a little pressure onto the car on top of each wheel, you can actually push it down a little bit. So that's the suspension we're talking about. Individual 1, 2, 3, 4 suspension via springs onto the ramen racer. All right, how does that sound? Number 3, now the wheels can be totally removed via screws and for future upgrades. All right, it is now fully interchangeable wheels. Before it was only a change out rims concept. As I demonstrated with the prototype, the initial concept was that we had the rims designed in such a way that it magnetizes to the wheel, and then you can pull it out and then it changes a design and you can plug it back in. But we realized that this method in the long run limits us in terms of the playability of the whole car. So you might want to have a scene whereby you're taking out the wheel, all right? So there you have it. And then you might want to, like in this case, if we reach 2,000 units, we are actually going to give the translucent wheels, the tires, right? So our initial design did not allow you to move the wheel out, so you couldn't change the tires. So now you can actually change the tires. So wheels totally removable on the ramen racer is improvement number 3 that you're all getting. All right. Number 4, this time around, the hood, the trunk hood, the cover of the trunk, the hood, you call it, right, in the trunk. It will be interchangeable like the hood on the front. Previously, it was static on the back. You just open and close. But with the mention and calls for some upgrade parts of adding some spoilers and some crazy stuff behind, we're going to make the trunk hood also interchangeable. All right. Now, next thing, number 5. Now, the headlights. For those of you, as I mentioned in the stream on the 9th of April, we had designed the headlights to be fixed because we thought that there's no need to change headlights. The front of the car is the same. Okay, we've heard you. Definitely for some configurations, you must have the headlights covered. All right. Initially, I mentioned that only the grill on the interchange pack would have the ability to do that. But now I'm going to do it onto the actual base model. So the base model will now feature the entire headlight section removable, just like the back tail lights, right? It's going to be removable. And then once you remove it, you can attach on the covers and put it back on, and then your headlights are covered. How does that sound? Okay. How does that sound? So you got extra parts of headlight covers, which is I mentioned the sliding thing before in the previous stream, but it's not possible, right? We went back to the drawing board and then it was not possible for sliding motion. So we're going to use just attaching and removing as like a pop-in, pop-out part. All right. Number 6. Okay. We are going to further reduce the floorboard of the vehicle so that it can accommodate slightly taller figures. So whatever that you see in our promo videos, our promo photographs that can accommodate those figures, it can still accommodate a little bit higher, all right, a little bit taller, because we're going to be lowering it a little bit more, all right? Now, number 7, okay, there's going to be now an embedded wind down window, right? So the window is not there because, well, it's not there because it's easier to manipulate the door and put the figure in and see the figure, right, without the window, right? But when the window is wound down, you got to see something in the side, isn't it? Inside the door, isn't it? So we're going to have a little feature whereby you see that the so-called window is sort of wound down, but it's not movable, unfortunately. And finally, of course, as mentioned, the CB antenna would be included, but it's exclusively for the Tiger Orange via magnetic connection. How does that sound, guys? Those are the reviews we've mentioned that was already in place way before we hit 1,000 units sold. But I thought that I'll choose today as the day that 1,000 sold would be a nice time to just talk about giving all these additional features that was not previously mentioned, but it will be in the Ramen Racer. All right. Simply lame. Wow, I might buy another one with all these upgrades. Thank you so much. Then we can get one more to 2,000. Right. Thank you so much. Then the man 0581 say, wait, a toy manufacturer is actually listening to what customer wants and implementing these ideas? I guess so. Thank you so much. I'm in love more with the car somehow, and somehow we are more in love as well. Again, guys, I know I've said this many times, but the late Steve Jobs mentioned you can only do great things if you love what you do, and we are loving what we're doing. The more we look at this thing, the more we feel that we can do this and do that and add this and add that and make it more more realistic, more better in everything, right? So yeah. Aaron Easton, that's awesome. Ask for the translucent tires. Let's go. Let's go. So you're the one, Aaron. No, there was a few people that asked for it, and we again, the whole idea is to incentivize, right? We need your help. We need your help, your support to deliver our vision. All right. So you guys brought us one half of the way, or should I say 1/3 of the way? I got more plans to announce in just a moment. So one half of the way. Can you guys bring us another half? And if you guys bring us to another half, we got to give back, right? We got to give something. So let me reiterate. It's gonna be the ammo crate, right? The ammo crate to cover the battery pack, as well as right there the translucent tires for the Inferno pack. Adrian Clock says that if they hit 5,000 units, there'll be a kitchen sink with it. If we hit 5,000 units, maybe you can put in the comments what you like us to do, right? But I can safely say that for 1,000 customers, okay. So let's not be confused. Let's try to be very clear here. For the first 1,000 customers, we are in giving this a flame hit, which is not completed yet. So please pardon it. Once it's completed, I'll show the final flames on the hit. Otherwise, it's not called a flame hit for no reason. So yeah, a flame hit figure that's going to fit ML 6-inch figures. Is going to fit your Mascos, if I can use that name. Yeah, basically the universal pack for a hit. It's going to be there. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing for the first 1,000 customers, and we're almost about I think 70-something% there, 80%. So yeah, there's still time. All right. So Nomi Rana, right? Thank you so much for these extras improvements. Thank you so much for the support. All right. So as I was saying, with 1,000 customers, we incentivize them and are giving them to you guys the flame head that you can use to maybe put onto some body and then put into the car for your completion's sake. If we get to well, everybody who has ordered now are in the first 1,000, as I've briefly mentioned before, I think. All right, so not to worry. So again, getting 1,000 people incentivized, we are getting them a hit that you can put into another figure and complete the whole look. If we get to 2,000 for people who are wanting the translucent wheels, free, no extra charge, it's going to be dropped in, right? And the ammo crate that will cover your rechargeable battery at the trunk, and it opens as well. Again, we just basically got this off the drawing board, so I can't really show you too much functions at the moment, but we're going to be developing it as we speak. We don't even need to wait until we get to the number. We're going to be developing this straight away so that I can have something to show you guys as soon as possible. and then that would incentivize you guys further to get that goal. Now, 2,000 would be great, but can we get to 3,000? All right. And if we get to 3,000, guys, what we have, again, I can't show you anything now. It's just going to be me speaking. If we get to 3,000, hold on, Jeff, I'll get to your comment in just a little bit. If we get to 3,000, guys, we are going to develop, in fact, we are developing now, and we'll show it to you, the figure which we call Agent Scully. All right, Agent Scully likes to don a black outfit with gray pants. Agent Scully likes to wear a scarf. And Agent Scully sometimes get really mad and becomes the real Agent Scully with light up head. Did you hear that? Light up on a 6-inch figure. That would be the so-called unlock if we hit 3,000, but there is a caveat there. All right, it will be a direct sale from Ramen Toy, only available on our website. We need to reach also a minimum of 1,000 units, the bare minimum, and we're going to price it at about $45. Okay, now wait a minute. You were saying with what, the 45? What is that shipping? How about this, right? If we get to 3,000, we will quickly develop the figure. We'll put the figure in the car for those that want to support this piece. So for those of you who wants the $45 6-inch Agent Scully with light up flaming head in your car with shipping, no extra, that is the 3,000 goal that we'll try to hit. Is everybody clear on that? Let me just take a minute to let you guys digest, and then I'll get to Jeff's comment right now. So, Ace, regarding the flame hit, is it for the first 1,000 customers or first 1,000 units sold? It is for the first 1,000 customers, my friend, not for the first 1,000 units sold. So it's for the first 1,000 customers, which means that we can exceed 1,000 units. And of course, each customer who buys, let's say, 3 or 4 Ramen Racer, they will get 4 hits. And that's how we roll. Mega J Retro, welcome to the house. Yes, Agent Scully. So again, we just put this together. The team just came together to try to say, how can we further get the goal and get people invested and get people going? So those are the tiers, right? We've already gotten 1,000 units sold, thanks to the people who are a part of the 1,000 customers, right? There's still room for 1,000 customers who will get the flame hit. As we roll along, we're going to hit 2,000 units sold. And if we get to 2,000 units sold, Ramen Toy exclusive, we're going to throw in the translucent tires in the Inferno pack. We're going to give the ammo crate for you to cover the rechargeable batteries in the trunk when you get it in the trunk, the batteries. And if we move along, if things really picks up before the 9th of May, and we can somehow hit 3,000 units sold, then we will immediately develop and show you guys Agent Scully, and we'll tell you that this guy is going to be $45, subject to a minimum of 1,000 unit order. Of course, if there's more than 1,000 units order, sure, right? But minimum, we need to do 1,000 units, because if we do less than that, let's say we sell 500 at 45, then the campaign cannot proceed, because that is not enough for us to cover the development of that particular new figure, which I may explain in another time, or maybe now, that we have other projects currently or before and currently in campaign, and we just are not hitting those numbers, as I mentioned before. So unfortunately, as sad as it is, the amount of effort that we put in to make the characters, the moving parts, and the motorized things, and if it doesn't come to fruition, it's really very sad. But we can't do it alone. We, as a small business, we really cannot afford to just tool it, right? Just tool it, and then we end up selling 200 pieces, which is barely enough to cover the cost of tooling. So we have to be savvy in that way to keep the company's cash flow going, so that it's healthy and we can make projects such as the ramen racer and deliver it to you guys. So yeah, so getting back, right, if we can get to 3,000 units, and again, I will be sharing the progress of what I mean along the way, because it's going to be some time before 2,000, before 3,000. So there's plenty of time for Ramen Toy to show you guys exactly what we are having in our works. Okay, you can decide for yourself whether does that look good enough for you to want to go for it, and if it does, then everybody's happy. All right. So yeah, that is the crux of the announcement for the Ramen Racer in today's stream. If I miss anything out, please let me know. Again, I'm just going to flash this out a little bit. The hit, as I mentioned, is for the first 1,000 customer orders and not 1,000 units. All right. So there's plenty of time for first 1,000 customers to still get in on the act, and then get this flame hit, which is exclusive, a one-time only production. We're not going to be doing it again. All right. This is one time and one time only. If we do it again, we will lose all credibility. All right. So a one-time giveaway of the flame hit. You can deck out any figure that you want that is compatible with the nick and the ball and socket joint. And but if that's not the look you want, if it's not exactly what it is, then we have something planned for when we hit 3,000, which is Agent Scully. All right. Yeah, Scully with a K, not C. Okay, so yeah. Well, 160 viewers on the live stream. Thank you so much. All right, we really appreciate it. Let me get a sip of water first. Drew G, I ordered both. Can't wait. So thank you, Drew. So you see, Drew would have added 2 units to the 1,000, right? And then before then, we have people who are ordering 3 or 4, and then they added to the 1,000. So definitely a very encouraging start to the debut of the Ramen Racer. It's just 175 once again, 175. And of course, Article Ninja mentioned that not too good, the actual 250 pricing, but we are really much calculating what it costs us based on all the costs involved and the minimum quantities. So yeah, as much as I would like to bring it down to 200 as the so-called retail price, it has to be 250, because again, I mentioned we have to discount it to the resellers a certain discount. So that wouldn't work if we price it at 200. So yeah, but still, 175 now. Grabber Orange. Woo! Here's hoping for 3K. Really hoping. As we speak right now, we're just over 1,000. Okay. In the next week to come, could we pull off another 2,000 and then throw in the ammo crate and then throw in the translucent tires before we even talk about going to check out and reveal Agent Scully. Okay. All right. So that basically is what I have to say about the Ramen Racer. Of course, yes, one more thing here is the USB C thing. Okay. So initially in the live stream on the 9th of April, I showed you guys a standard USB cable, which is kind of ugly, right? And then, hey, right, we should do it with the 90-degree angle USB C plug, and then that's what we're going to be doing, right? So we're going to be scraping what we saw before. Not going to use that. No good, not nice. We're going to use that 90-degree angle, which is going to look pretty cool. All right. And then again, as you guys have mentioned, you wanted some of you guys love the idea of it being there at the gas cap. Some of you guys say no. So yeah, again, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, 2 ports, right? One at the back of the car, left underneath, right? You can't see it, you won't break the shape. You plug it upwards, sorry, and then one at the fuel. So both 2 connection, choose the one that you love, that you like. All right. So yeah, so that is the updates for Ramen Racer. And then for you guys who have been talking about using PayPal, please guys, email sales@ramentoy.com for PayPal orders. Unfortunately, we cannot incorporate PayPal into the website at the moment, or rather for some time to come, as long as the PayPal policies remain. Even Mattel took out PayPal for the recent He Skeletor sales, right? So yeah, we're not the only ones. So please empathize with us. PayPal customers, please email to sales@ramentoy.com. We will get your orders manually, and then we'll send you an invoice to make the payment, and that's how it works. All right. So again, little bit touching on the shipping. I think we got that sorted out pretty clearly. Okay, it's an economy shipping. It's $50 for the Ramen Racer 1 unit for the economy shipping. What we do is that we're going to be bulk shipping the units. I mean, out of the 1,000, there's really there's a good handful of that going to the US straight away. So we can actually ship the container over, and then from then, once it touches down, it's going to be going by, there we go, one more Ramen Racer sold. Right. So yeah, it's going to be by local delivery to you guys, and that's 50 US. And for some reason, not for some reason, but for 2 units sold, it's going to be 45. So for those of you who actually bought 3 or 4 units, I think that price is going to come down even further. All right. We will get back to you guys individually on that once we got the shipping sorted out. All right. So that is for the Ramen Racer. Swift 718 says, you guys are kicking. All right. Agent Scully must be in my collection. Thank you so much. All right. And again, if you guys can see what we've been doing with previously the pilot figure, right? The Marshall, the style that we did for Quicksilver, then you can get an idea of how the Agent Scully is going to look. But of course, we will show you exactly how it's going to look. There's no need to imagine. We will show you our sculpt, and we will develop the prototype. We will do our part, right? We will. In doing a prototype is not free. There is cost involved. And for the campaigns that we did prototypes for, but that don't go into production and tooling, we lose that prototype funds. And a prototype project can go as high as $15,000, which is what we did for the Apache Commander with Rolling Thunder. And for the Phantom foil that we have done, it's also around that price. So yeah, it's quite a lot of skin in the game. So we are going to, of course, making a Agent Scully is not to that level because there's no, movable motorized parts that we need to do over multiple attempts to get it right. So a figure would be pretty much more within a good margin for us to put that investment in to do. So we will be prototyping Agent Scully and then present it for you guys along the way, and then let's see, that would incentivize you guys further to do and help reach and share and reach that 3,000 units. That would be really good. All right. So James Fong, are we going to get a summary of all these amazing news? A summary? Yes, I think Robert would be helping me with summary writing. I am to be honest, I am overwhelmed and actually happy to be overwhelmed with all the comments and messages over the past 5 days. It's been tremendous. We've not actually had such a reception since our advent, right? The most noise we created was for the Machina Red Gullwing, and this is now eclipsing that. And speaking of the Red Gullwing, all right, we are going to share some packaging images courtesy of the great Gary G. Okay, so right now, without further ado, I'm going to share the packaging artwork of the Red Gullwing that is coming to you very soon. We are currently doing up the final product sample, which I can show to you guys next weekend. And with that, we will be able to make a last push for the final numbers of people who wants the red Gullwing, because the red Gullwing again is a one-time production. All right, we want to do it one time and then make sure everybody gets it. That is the packaging artwork. We've actually showed on Facebook the white box, the white mock-up box with a mock-up test shot of the car in the packaging. But this is what it's going to look like in all its glory. And of course, kudos to the great Gary G, who has been working tirelessly on this design that plays homage to the original Kenner, as you can see. All right. And of course, there's a backside to it. All right. There's a backside to it, and there's a flap on the there's a side image as well showing the backside of the car. This is the back view where we will show a actual picture of the car and Matt Hawking running to the car. And then, of course, inside the box, it's a flip open top. All right. Flip open is a window. You can see the car inside. So for those of you who want to display it with the flap open, you can do so. You can actually see some line blueprint, in this case, green print graphics on the top. And then you'll have the magnificent car in the window on display. If you choose to have the flap down, again, on the top, there are call-outs of the features of the car, including the bomb bay, the weapons bay, the bombs, right, and other features. And just to speaking of the bombs, if you can look at the picture in the center of the top there is two bombs. One is the white and red, which is what you'll be getting with the red Gullwing, and you'll see the other one that's silver right there. Now the silver ones will not fit in the red Gullwing, but it will fit in your original Kenner Thunderhawk. How about that? How about that? So that those bombs are there as a compliment, as an extra bonus. It's not too much. It's a small thing, but it's the thought that counts, right? So for those of you who have your original Kenner and you may be missing missiles, those missiles can go right into your original Kenner. Remember, guys, those missiles cannot go into our red Gullwing because of the shape difference. Okay, if you put it into the red Gullwing, it's going to jam the weapons bay. All right, like in real life, don't put the wrong weapon into the wrong bay. You're going to jam something up. All right, Jonathan Harmon, I have not been excited to see packaging since I was 6 years old, and I got the original one. Yeah, exactly. Packaging has so much story to it. I love packaging. I love a great box art. When I collect model kits, I just go for the box art. Model kit collectors or rather builders, we have more unbuilt kits than we have built kits because we are buying the kits just for the box art, the excellent box art from those excellent artists. All right. Master Sun 42, not the flip top. Flip top with magnets, right? It's not going to be those Velcro, not that. It's going to be, magnets. Okay. All right, 163 people in the stream. I think this is a record, right? Kurisu, I just ordered one so I can never open it. Well, you can open it, right? You can open it. There's no seal tape on the side. There's a blister tray inside, so you can open it, take it out, enjoy it, and then put it back in, right? And again, it comes with a stand, guys. In case some of you who are still wondering, the red Gullwing and the great white, they all come with stands. Okay. B10, before tooling, any chance to move the cargo pockets? Well, it's already been tooled, my friend. so we can't really do anything about that. I'm sorry. Fat Rob, beautiful artwork. Yes, Mr. Gary G. As an artist, it pains me to see the box shape. Okay. Yeah. Maybe this is not the best orientation, but you get the idea. Okay, once we get the actual box down, we'll take proper pictures, and then you can actually see the box as it is in an isometric view. All right. So And then, of course, see, Neil talks about Great White, and I'm flashing the Great White packaging concept. Again, it's a bit of a tease. We won't show it just yet, but you can see the icon for the Great White over there, right? The fin. And we've shared some images of the 3D being finally tweaked. And what we're going to do is we are going to move into tooling straight away, because the Great White was meant to be the first vehicle out. We took a little bit more time than we wanted to get the prototype done. So instead of delaying any further, we're going to just start tooling as soon as possible. I'll keep you guys informed on the development, of course. Right now, we are moving in tandem, putting out the red Gullwing final production sample for me to verify before it goes ahead for manufacturing. And it will be going ahead for manufacturing very soon. We are definitely going to catch up on the delivery for end of May. And if we do miss it, please pardon us. It might just spill into June. All right, we're not going to rush it. We're definitely going to get it done in a soonest possible time to the best of our abilities. We're not going to be slagging. We're going to be doing it, as and when every minute counts. And then we'll do it, right? Because again, why are we slightly delayed? Because we are tweaking the tooling. We want to make sure that everything is really working well. Okay? Because we get to do it only once. So no point having any areas that is not up to par. That is just not the way. And the same concept mentality will be done to the Ramen Racer, right? Articulate Ninja said it best. He doesn't know our quality, all right? None of you guys know our quality, but we've been showing our quality by actual products put out. We've been showing our quality by actual prototypes and test shots put out. Okay, so same thing for the Ramen Racer is going to be done with the most skilled tool makers. It's not going to be some fly by night guy on some making the tools, and then it's going to be done by the best people that I know, and it's going to come out in the best kind of feel that I envision that you'll be getting. The Gangstas 3000, congratulations! I can't wait for mine, and thank you for clarifying the base and extras. Yes, definitely, anytime. All we need is to ask the right questions, and you'll get the right answers. All right. Swift 718. How about a head of the family head sculpt somewhere down the road? Yes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to make all the stuff possible. And after Agent Scully, we are just contemplating, some very sexy figure. I mean, really, really sexy. And some are very demonic, really evil figures. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, stay tuned, guys. We can't tell everything all at once. C. Breda, is that how I pronounce it? That is sublime. I got the same feeling of joy when I was 7 years old. Opened my original Thunderhawk on Christmas morning. Well done, guys, and well done. Thank you, guys, for the support. Collector Express, how are you, my friend? Just received my second one. I just ordered the second one for the orange version. Wow. That calls for okay, thank you so much for that second order, my friend. Really appreciate it. So yeah, we've talked about the Ramen Racer. We talked about the packaging for the Red Gullwing, which we'll be sharing the actual thing very, very soon. All right, no need to wait too long. It's coming really soon. Just hang on a little bit more, guys. And now we can take questions. All right, if there's any questions, an answer message here. All right, so let's take some questions. All right, what do we have? What do we have, Robert? Do you see any questions that need to be brought up? Clayton Wooldridge. Clayton Wooldridge. Welcome to the stream, Clayton. Thank you for joining us. Tiger Orange need a cousin 2-pack. Well, I'm sad to say that we are not actually seeing the numbers for Tiger Orange. Although I'm supposed to just keep some information to myself, but since you mentioned, but we'll see how it goes, right? It needs to be again. Even Agent Scully needs a minimum of 1,000, and I've said this many times, and I'll say it again. All right, to create a tooling, metal molds, and make a figure. Okay, if you make anything less than 1,000 pieces, you're basically just throwing your money away because you are not going to cover anything at all. So as one more ramen racer sold, right? Thank you so much, man. So yeah, we definitely need a minimum quantity, and all we're asking is that 1,000. 1,000. It might seem a lot to some, but it's actually very small in terms of the whole picture. So 1,000 units is what we need. And if we can get that, we can definitely make some cousins. All right. So Daniel Quay, welcome to the stream, Daniel. Thank you so much. Just here for the updates on the Marshall, at least until I figure out how to display my cars in the ceiling. Marshall updates will be coming in the next live stream. As we speak, the Marshall is being painted. So I wouldn't talk about him right now because I don't have anything to show. I like to show and tell. So I'll show the Marshall on the next stream, definitely. Andrews, can I get Andrews' thing back again? I didn't read his comment. So add an Articulate Ninja boom box along with the ammo case. We'll see. Let's see. Can I get that comment back, Robert? I haven't read it yet. So yes, there we go. Thanks, Robert. I'm hoping to hear more about Marshall and perhaps a certain judge. Okay, great. Yeah. So thanks for that. We'll work on it definitely. All right, guys. Any questions? Question time. All right. Oh, so for those of you who have just joined the stream, I'm going to play the video at the start again so that everybody is kept abreast. And that's the great work of Michael Canova. I'd like to really shout out to Michael for that video. Thank you so much, Michael. All right. So Jonathan talks about, do you have any plans to make an orange Jeep that turns into a boat? There are always plans. But we need to put everything in queue, and then good things will come. John, Road Pick John, Ace, when can we get a blade driver? Well, there's plenty of blade drivers in the market. So again, we don't want to do something that, we can't do better. I think that blade figure is phenomenal. The leather texture, the whole presentation, I think is phenomenal. So I think you have what you need already in the market, and we will focus our attention on something else. All right. So Kato's collection, if you order a second racer now, will it ship with the original or separate together? All right. What we're doing is that once all the orders are gathered, we move into production, and then we will ship it all together. There's no reason to do it separately. All right, it's all together. And of course, the dream in the sky is that can we actually put a figure inside with it as well? Simply Lamb, I would love to see you guys at some conventions, especially NYCC or San Diego. We are looking forward to going. If we can't make it this year, definitely next year. All right. There are plans in place already to try to attend BotCon in August. But if we can't make it there because we're working on the Ramen Racer, then please forgive us, right? But we definitely love to make it, and maybe an SDCC or what's that, the GI Joe Fest next year, but not this year. We're going to miss that for sure. And yeah, some conventions along the way, definitely we'll be there. Yeah. James Ken, any chance of an orange interchange pack? Well, the orange itself is pretty much what it is. So the interchange pack is there. You can actually still mix and match as you like, right? You can put all the components of the interchange pack onto your Tiger Orange. Absolutely possible. Okay, so that actually handles that. All right, what else do we have? Are we getting all the important questions? Gyalis, is that how you pronounce it? Is there any update on the early bird GR hit? We are updating it as soon as possible, right? So as what we have right now, we're working on a sculpt right now. So that what we have so far would be this sculpt. We're going to be adding the final components, and then I'll share it, and then that'll be the final piece, and we're going to tool it, and we're going to give it away to the first 1,000 customers. All right, that's a done deal. Done deal. Aaron Easter, will you consider this a success at 5K? It's already a success at 2K, right? 5K would be in dreamland, right? 5K units would be in dreamland, and if it hits 5K, you guys can write in to tell us what you want next, right? That is the giving back for reaching 5K. But we're 1/5 of the way, so we have to take one step at a time, right? One step at a time. There's a goal in the distance, but we try not to overwhelm ourselves. So just one step at a time. Johan, Egging, the USB-C port at the bottom is awesome. Glad you like it. All right. There are some people who like it on the top, some like it on the bottom. So your choice, right? It's available. It's available. All right. What else do we have, Robert? So again, as a recap, the stream today is about the updates on our progress since the last stream, which was just about 5 days ago. Although it was held sometime in midnight Eastern time, but it was afternoon for us because we decided to have the launch of the product on our website at that time. So I figured that we would just do the live stream then. From that day, within 3 days, we were already flying very high, almost at 800 pieces sold. And then, sales slowed down a little bit, and it was expected, and it's normal and natural. So there was a hype, and then it sort of plateaued and came down. But as it came down, it still was having the momentum, and we went to pass 1,000 units. All right. So hopefully this momentum with this new news of us putting on those features that I just mentioned, which are flash on the screen again. All right. All these features that we are going to be putting into the car, not shown on the prototype. The prototype would have sufficed, but no, we're going to be putting all these things to make it even better. And we are throwing in, if we reach 2,000 pieces sold, the the ammo crate that can be placed into the trunk to cover the battery. And that's how it would look like as a render. All right. And also we're going to be putting, giving the translucent tires. Now that the entire wheel can be removed from the car, we can now change out the tires. All right. So these are the extra stuff that will be given out the moment we hit 2,000 units of sales direct on our Ramen Toy website. And if we can even dream further and move to hit 3,000 units, Agent Scully would be prototyped for you guys to place orders to make him be alive. All right. So more details on that, and follow us on our Facebook, Instagram to get more details on that, and also on subsequent live streams. All right. Another comment here. Perhaps at say 2,000 to 3,000 units, you could do some gas pumps. Okay, let's try to do that. All right. It's just a matter of sculpting it. Okay, great. So we'll endeavor to do it. Please mark it down, Robert. All right. So that is basically what I have for you guys on this stream. If there's any other questions, is a translucent engine block included? Unfortunately, let me check that out and give it to you guys, okay? Because a translucent engine block involves injecting in clear, and and that part is meant to be on the and then you'll see the magnets. Let me get back to you on that. All right. So yeah, basically that's all that I want to convey on this live stream. Updates on Ramen Racer, and then updates on the Red Gullwing packaging and its delivery, and then also the Great White is well on its way to tooling. Yeah, I really once again extend my appreciation to the team who has been working tirelessly in the background. The Singapore team, you know who you are. You have Gary G working on the graphics, Michael Canova on the video and marketing, Robert in the back end on the socials, Julian, of course, sculpting all these great sculpts for us. So yeah, the team is working tirelessly to get all these projects to fruition, and of course the factory folks that's helping us to do all these as well, and myself, doing all these live stream with you guys, keeping you guys engaged and updated on the latest. So basically that's all I have for you guys. If there's no other questions, I'll start to wind down the stream. Okay, we've gone an hour, and I guess you guys are getting back to your work as well, I think. So let me know if there's any other questions. Else we'll have to say our goodbyes until the next time. All right. Let's see. Mega J, awesome stream. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. All right, guys. If there is nothing else, I'm going to just play the video again to introduce again the Ramen Racer for those of you who are still new. Final comment here from Master Sun 42. All you guys with YouTube channels need to advertise the hell out of Ramen Toys. Thank you so much. They have been doing great work since I first heard of them. Help us get more things that we want. And as I've briefly mentioned, next year we are venturing into licensing. And then when we license something from NBC Universal, we might get some kind of time machines with the example that we will show them, the Ramen Racer. Sir, we would like to license a time machine in this size. All right, guys, enough of that. Let me take you out with this video, and then I'll see you guys all in the next stream. Take care, guys.
Racers, start your engines. Introducing the Ramen Racer from Ramen Toy. The base model Tiger Orange comes equipped with the dedicated front push bar, tan interior, and classic rims, finished with an injected semi-gloss orange and electroplated chrome accents for maximum durability and premium shine. The base model Tiger Orange comes with everything you see here. The base model Graphite Black features a black interior and modern chrome rims, finished with an injected semi-gloss black and electroplated chrome accents. The base model Graphite Black comes with everything you see here. The interchange pack, compatible with both base models, includes 2 alternate hoods for version FF, GR, and BL, the electroplated chrome supercharger for version FF and GR, rear taillights for version BL, front grille for version FF, and electroplated chrome rims for version BL. To transform the base model into version BL, simply remove the magnetic center front grille piece, then swap the hood, rims, and taillights with the ones included in the interchange pack. To transform the base model into version FF using the interchange pack, simply swap the hood and magnetic front grille, then top it off with the magnetic electroplated supercharger. To transform the base model into version GR, simply swap the hood and add on the magnetic electroplated supercharger included in the interchange pack, and you're ready to roll. Compatible with both base models, the Inferno pack includes 5 color-injected clear flames with individually powered light-up features, 4 self-balancing wheel flames that allow the car to roll while staying in place, and 1 flame effect for the supercharger. This is Ramen Racer.